So, hello, Liam.
So,
How are you?
I'm doing good, you?
Good. Welcome back to another week of
The Cannabis Podcast.
I'm Sean,
I'm Liam.
and here we go.
Let's do this.
So, how's it going, my son?
Going pretty good.
Yeah?
Not bad, not bad, not bad.
Yeah? Life is good?
Yeah.
Good.
Pretty good.
Life is good for me, too, actually.
That's nice.
Played golf yesterday, played the best game of the summer so far, so, I'm in a good mood. You know?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's the small things, right? Don't you find?
Yeah, I got a 3-day weekend chilling.
Yeah,
Having a good time.
Like, what makes you feel good, Liam? I mean, this is off topic, but, what on a daily basis do you go for that just makes you feel like good,
Depends on if I'm at work or on the weekend. Because at work, it's just if nothing goes wrong. And I got... If nothing goes wrong and I got the stuff I wanted to get done, then we're good.
Yeah?
That's a good day.
And then you leave feeling happy.
Yeah.
Right. Because so many things in your job can go wrong.
Yeah. I want to get 4 showers done today.
Yeah.
Well, usually it's a bit more, but
and when you say 4 showers, you don't mean you want to take 4 showers.
No.
You want to produce.
I want to
install 4
complete
showers.
the finishing of like X amount of showers,
Yeah.
but then I'm tightening a pipe inside the wall, and then the bracket that's inside the wall will snap. All the screws are the shitty little fragile screws that snap, and then you have to spend
then you're spending hours just trying to repair.
Spending an hour just trying to fit thicker screws into the hole.
Yeah, and then that screws up your whole day. Then 4 showers becomes 2 showers.
Yeah, for the whole day. Yeah.
I guess
so stuff can happen.
Yeah. What about at home? Like, if you're at home, like what's something that makes you just feel good, right? Like, I think the reason why I'm asking this question is because I think a lot of people don't have a plan for little accomplishments, just things that like, I did it, right? Like I had this list of 2 or 3 things I wanted to get done today, or that I had goals of doing or whatever, and I did them. So I'm happy. You know what I mean?
Small things, getting chores done, but I don't get a dopamine anything from that.
No, but you for example, right now you're playing this crazy video game with your friends, and
it's very fun.
And it's really kind of cool. And there's lots of tasks.
Yeah.
That you can get done, and it makes you feel good. I'm sure it must make you feel good, right?
Yeah. It's like a cross between Sea of Thieves and Ark Raiders.
Okay, what's it called?
It's called Sand Raiders of Sophie. It's very fun.
Okay.
You're on this like walker ship.
Yeah.
It has like legs, and it's like a boat, but it has legs, and it's walking through the desert from place to place. You have to gather loot from cities.
But you have to build this thing first, don't you?
It has it comes with custom made ones for you at the start, but you can build your own.
Okay.
And so you build it, you go onto this desert world, and you have to go from place to place gathering loot.
Right.
But there's enemy ships too, and you have cannons on yours, and everyone has their own task on the ship that you have to do.
And when you say there's enemy ships, this means it's an interplay kind of a game, right? Like
everyone's looting.
So you're online with other players that you don't even know that have made their own ships and that are there.
Yeah, and they're often aggressive.
Okay.
A lot of people are aggressive. You could talk as well, so you hear people in the game like, "Get over here! Stop running!"
Are you serious?
You're trying to get away from them in your ship.
So, and what do you have to do on the ship? Because I know that you told me there's different tasks that everyone has to manage while like at the same time, right?
So you could be the guy at the wheel steering the ship.
Yeah.
There's like the ship could go sideways and it could go forwards and turn.
Okay.
There's a bunch of different controls you can.
So there's a pilot controller.
Yeah, and then there's cannons. Also, you have to repair the ship mid-battle sometimes. Like, if they blow up your reactor, your ship is done. So you have to constantly be checking the reactor that they're not hitting it too hard.
So there's like an engineer guy who takes care of like repairs.
Like when I'm controlling the steering wheel, it goes in like increments. So you could turn it to the left a bit, let go of the wheel, and it continues turning to the left a bit.
And that gives you time.
I turn it a little bit, run to the reactor, repair, come back. My friends are screaming at me that I have to come back and turn the other way. I'm like, oh fuck.
So that, I'm sure, gives you some kind of a dopamine rush.
When you kill like a couple of enemy teams, get a ton of loot, and then extract, you're like, oh, that was awesome.
You feel like you've accomplished something.
Yeah.
Right?
And if you're they're called tramplers, the things
Right.
you're on. If it gets blown up,
Yeah.
like ours got blown up at one point by AIs.
Right.
Like,
oh yeah, this is a good story.
we got really unlucky. Two of them, when you approach a city, these little AI robot guys appear. They're like mini tramplers.
So they're like the city security, if you will, the
Yeah.
city security force.
Exactly.
Okay.
And
Because you're a bad guy for the city, essentially.
Yeah, but the city is full of zombies. It's like a dead
Okay.
city, and robots are protecting it.
Okay.
So you approach the city, and then it drops robots on you. The way we designed our ship is that the front is super well shielded, and the
Right.
reactor's in the back, and there's no shielding in the back because we always face our enemies from the front.
Mm-hmm.
But this time, one robot fell behind us, and two were in front. So I was
And your behind is the most vulnerable part of your ship.
Yeah, but there was only one behind and two in front, so I was prioritizing killing the two front ones and then turning to kill the back one.
Right.
But the back one had a shotgun. It walked right up to our reactor, and one shot exploded us.
Now, when your reactor explodes, you have to just get off the ship,
Yeah,
right?
the ship is done.
Okay, so now you're on this planet unprotected.
On
You're
foot.
basically on
You
foot.
just have guns in your hands.
Okay.
So we ran to the nearby city that these robots were protecting. So we ran to it. We hid. And you can only extract with a lot of loot if you have a trampler. You
Right.
need that thing to travel around the map because it's such a big map.
Right.
And it wouldn't be worth it to even go to the extraction without one.
Right.
So we just hid in the city and waited. And we waited for like so long. We waited for like half an hour just in the city with our binoculars watching the horizon. We saw one, it came close, and then it turned away and left. And we're like, come on. Finally, an enemy trampler came to the city. We were all freaking out. We're like, oh, what's the plan? What do we do? I jumped off, went around the island behind them.
Yeah.
Two of their guys jumped off to start looting. I ran to
because in order to loot, you have to exit the ship.
Yeah, you get off the ship, go in the city, grab a box, and start filling
And then
it up.
go back to your ship.
Exactly.
Okay.
So two of them came off to start looting. I came to their ship. All three of them saw me, so they all started shooting me and chasing after me into the desert. So I just led them all away from their ship.
So you were a decoy.
Yeah, it wasn't supposed to be. We were all supposed to get
Oh,
on.
so you just randomly planned. This is just like totally
Yeah.
came together like this.
Yeah, we were like, okay, let's go. Let's everyone go. So we went.
This
for
was
it.
like a Guardians of the Galaxy plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then they started following me.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, my two other friends climbed onto their ship, blasted a hole in the door. If you go into the captain's quarters, you can take over the ship. So they stole their ship while the other three were chasing me. And after that, we can respawn on their ship, but they can't.
So that's it.
So we just, after we took
So
the ship,
essentially, their ship is now your ship at that stage.
yeah, we took the ship and then we just killed them all.
Now, is there any way, just digressing a little bit, but is there any way that if you're already on a ship, that enemies can infiltrate the ship while you're there and kill you, like while you're in the ship, or not?
What do you? Oh, while you're on the ship?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we did to them. One of their guys was on the ship.
Oh, one of their guys was still there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So two of us went on
So you
their
broke.
ship.
So you broke in and then killed the guy.
Yeah, because the guy was
Okay.
aiming at me in the desert. He was aiming at me with his sniper.
Oh, from the walker thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was all their guys were just paying attention
And
to
you
you.
could see the moment they were all freaking out because two of them were chasing me.
Yeah.
The other guy was on the ship, and then the guy on the ship dies suddenly, and the other two, I see them swivel around, start sprinting back. So I was just trying to
That's
shoot
so
them back at that point.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
So they knew they were in trouble at that
Oh
stage.
yeah, it was the best. So we
Okay.
took their trampler, we looted the city, we killed another enemy trampler with a trampler that wasn't ours, and then
Yeah.
we extracted.
Wow. So that's what I mean, though, right? Like, I think
In games like that, there's a lot of stuff that could happen.
I
I
think
love them.
I think that, and for me, like, it's little accomplishments, right? Like, I like playing golf, and when I play a really good game of golf, I feel really good. I just feel good about myself, right? So I think people have I don't want to say they've forgotten, but I think there is something to be said for whether it's when you wake up in the morning or at some point during the day, or maybe when you're sitting down to play video games or getting ready to go play golf, that you actually write down one or two of the key things that you want to accomplish in your upcoming activity, whatever it is, whether it be work related or or fun related, where you can check it off and say, I did this, like I feel good, right?
Yeah.
I don't think there's enough of that today. I don't think there's enough of people just, setting goals, little goals, and feeling like they've accomplished something. You know what I mean? Because it really does make you feel good.
It does, for sure. For me, chores, I like when they're getting them done, but I don't feel any accomplishment when I'm done them.
Right.
I don't know why. I just never have.
I have to say, it depends on the chore. But, like, if I'm cleaning, for example, if I'm cleaning toilets or mowing the lawn, I really do feel good about it when it's done, because, it looks good. You see what you've done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're just...
I guess it's the mindset. Because for me, I finish a chore and I'm like, it's just going to get dirty again.
Well, especially when it comes to cleaning up a room or something like that. Like, I can definitely understand that, right? You make your bed, that night
tonight it's going to be unmade.
Exactly, right? So or doing the dishes or these kinds of things. But certain chores I can definitely feel good about, afterwards, So, but I guess it just depends. So, getting to the topics at hand, Liam, we did again have a little discussion about this, and we were talking yesterday. I was talking to you about another activity that you actually like to do, which is this skate thing. What's it called? Free skate or something?
Yeah.
And you've gotten into this a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And
I don't do it enough.
Yeah, because I was asking you why. Like, why don't you go outside and do this? And what was your answer?
Every time I go outside, people talk to me. They want to know what they are. I'm like, I'll explain, but after explaining like to the 10th person, I just want to listen to my music and go.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't want to keep stopping and talking.
But Liam, people. You must admit, you really don't like talking
to people.
Well,
the people I know, like people I've known from high school.
Then it's okay.
It's fine. But random people on the side of the road that I barely speak the language, it's like, I don't understand what you're saying to me. I'll say sample sa, good sample sa, yes sir, and then I'll keep going.
But I would say, even if you do know what they're talking about, you still don't like really talking to people that you don't know very well. Is that true?
Yeah.
And
because I don't know what to say. I prefer knowing what they like.
Yeah.
Focusing on those topics.
Do you find
share in common.
Do you find that this is a common trait of a lot of people, that there is a level of anxiety that arises when you're going to have to talk to someone that new,
I don't know if it's that way for everyone, because I know that there's a lot of social butterflies who love doing that.
Right.
I personally hate it, and I'll avoid it at all costs.
Right.
In public and stuff.
Yeah.
At parties, I'll chill with my friends. Sometimes I'll talk to new people at parties, but
generally not.
To start a whole new connection with a new person, I have enough friends. I don't want to.
Even your hand waving to start a whole new connection.
I don't want to
with some person over there that I want to wave off.
Because sometimes you don't get along. You get along with. I get along with everyone.
Yeah. But
sometimes you don't have the same interests and ideologies about stuff. So you're just not gonna click. And
you realize that quickly when you have an initial conversation with someone, right?
Yeah.
And
when you don't click, and like you have a new person just messaging you,
Yeah.
it just gets annoying. Like,
I have to say, Liam, I'm very similar. I've always hated social gatherings for this reason. Like I don't with like, you know, like office parties and this kind of stuff. Like I'm fine, as you said. Like if it's a family gathering where everyone's getting together for Christmas or for, you know, a birthday party or something like this, then, you know, odds are you're going to know everyone. You're going to you know, and you're going to have a good opportunity to catch up with everybody as well, right? You're going to meet up with people, with everyone, and it's a good opportunity to find out what's going on and so on. But I find when it's a random like office party or some meeting that you're going to or whatever, some meeting that you're going to, you know, where you're getting together with strangers, I really hate small talk. And that's what it is, you know? It's just, oh, nice weather we're getting lately, or
how are you?
How are you? Or do you have kids?
Well, that's my go-to.
What do you like where do you go? Are you going on vacation? You're going to Mexico. That sounds so wonderful. You know, like this kind of stuff. It just drives me insane.
I just get tired from it. But, like I like making friends, but I don't like maintaining those friendships. I have two friend groups, and it's already
a lot.
At this point, not really, because I've been not as active. But back when I was super active on both friend groups, it was getting hard to juggle time.
Yes,
hang out with both.
Yeah.
So when you get more and more friend groups, it just gets tough to maintain friendships in all of those places.
Yeah.
So I prefer just having a few people that I hang out with and stuff.
Yeah. And there's a lot to do, right? I mean, you have a lot on your plate as you get into adult living, right? I mean, you've got, you know, family stuff, you have work stuff, you're balancing friends and activities and all these things, right? So, you know, to have someone come up to you, I mean, do you find it's really hard? Like, is the first thought in your head when someone comes up to you, oh no, is that your thought? Is that what you're thinking?
When someone comes up to me and they're looking at me, then I know that something's going to happen. I'll try to act like I'm busy. And if they talk to me anyways, I'll just go to my go-to stuff. Ça va? 100%. Bye, I'm busy.
That's so funny, Liam. But you do, I'm sure you do get this kind of foreboding feeling in the pit of your stomach that I'm gonna now have to talk to this person. You know?
For me, the hardest part is the language part, because if I don't understand what you're saying, I'm gonna try to figure out a way to end this conversation.
I agree, and there are, you know, we live in Quebec.
Yeah.
There are a lot of French Quebecers that have very strong accents and use and speak with they don't enunciate very well. Even I find sometimes
when
it's
they
hard.
speak with tons of slang and jokes, I don't understand a word they're saying, so I just want to end it.
Exactly.
I understand.
I feel the same way.
I understand like basic, not a bit more than basic, like intermediate French.
Yeah.
But as soon as you get into slang and jokes, which is like 50% of what people do at work, I just don't understand. So I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Ciao.
Exactly. But you know, I mean, if it's like I said, if it's your boss, if it's a work colleague coming to ask you a question or help you with something, that's fine. That's straightforward.
And I understand it because they're not joking. They're this is serious.
Yeah. But you know, for me, it's more the real, like, true social situations that I find, you know, that get to me. I mean, I've done so many, you know, countless lunches, you know, with clients and this kind of stuff where you know, so I've gotten used to the typical questions to ask, but I try to keep it more just work related, and then it's more, at least then it's more interesting for me, you know what I mean? Because
at the same time, I'm sure if I had more time and energy on my hands, like I'm not always exhausted and I have more time, I would be willing to do it more often. But when you're just exhausted, the last thing I personally want is to start a conversation with someone I don't know.
Oh no, for sure. I totally agree.
So
with you.
tired. I just want to get home and sleep or
Yeah. No,
chill.
I totally agree. 100%. I agree with that.
Yeah.
It is definitely hard to, and it it burns that quote unquote social battery, right?
Because I find as soon as you start a new conversation, it's like a strategy. You're trying to figure out this person. You're trying to figure out the right things to say, what you have to avoid, what you have to go towards.
Yeah.
Everyone's different. They all get like offended by different things, or they all prefer different things.
Yeah.
So
I find when it's like that, I'm just trying to figure out a way to end the conversation.
And you're not subtle about it at all.
No, not at all.
He's in a conversation. He'll be like, "Yeah, so that went well, right? Yeah, okay. Well, I gotta go. Bye, bye.
Yeah.
He'll literally do that during his conversations. I'll hear him. He's on the phone. Bye. Hangs up. I'm like, oh wow. I wish I had that skill.
Yeah. As you get older, Liam, you become much less tolerant for the bullshit discussions, right?
Time.
Well, it's also, I mean, some people they just go on and on. Like there's people I've literally been in conversations with people, and they don't fucking shut up. And they just keep talking. Like there's not even a break in the conversation to be able to end the conversation.
And they're talking about random stuff like, oh, this girl I talked to last weekend, you know what she said to me?
Exactly. And they go on and on. And you can't, like,
and then I went to the bar. It was $4 drinks. That was crazy. It was so
exactly.
cheap.
So you're basically held hostage.
Yeah.
To this person now, right?
And you don't want to be rude.
Exactly.
You're trying to maintain eye contact, but you're just thinking of everything else.
That's it. And you're trying to think of like you're really trying to jump in when there's any pause whatsoever to be able to just end
that's
it.
So interesting. Okay, bye.
Exactly.
Walk away.
I have to go now. You know what I mean? Like I have to get the hell out of here. So that's basically what what I do, but it's definitely a challenge, definitely a challenge, so
it's just not fun sometimes.
Exactly.
I mean, I know some people love talking to new people. They just like hearing the stories and stuff, but it takes a while to get to the meat. It takes a while to get to the story.
Exactly.
You're not going to talk about interesting stuff until it's been like an hour.
And I think, and I'm not being sexist or anything, but I do think there is a difference between men and women when it comes to conversations as well.
What the focus is on? I
think men talk less, generally speaking. I think men tend to want to just get to the point and move on to the next thing. And that's why, like, when I play golf, like with my friends, 4.5 hours, 5 hours game of golf,
you've had 2 conversations.
Exactly. We hardly talk,
Yeah.
We hardly have any conversation,
I don't have much experience in that, so I'm not sure what the differences are. When I talk with my friends, we talk for a while because they're friends.
Yeah.
When I talk to
But that's different. That's different.
With strangers, I just end it. Like,
yeah.
Hi, good, you're doing good. Okay, gotta go.
But like I say, I mean, obviously it depends on the context and what you're doing.
And also personality affects
and personality and all that, right? And there are
because I've met some dudes who talk.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I know there's one guy that I know in particular, an old friend of mine that I see, once or twice a year, and that guy loves talking. He doesn't shut up. But I love listening to him. Like I know him and I know what to expect, and I know he's going to do all the talking anyway.
It depends what you go into the conversation expecting.
And he's an interesting guy. Like he has a lot of he has a lot of weird hobbies and stuff, and he likes to chat about it all. So it's fun. Like, and he's very passionate. So
one guy who's very good at that, who I could just listen to him all day, is from the school, John.
Oh yeah.
He has the craziest stories. He'll just talk all day if you let him.
And John for sure is one that he'll hijack a whole class. Like, he'll talk forever.
Like trade school is where I'm fine with talking to strangers because they're there is characters there.
Yes.
Like it was a complete sitcom every single day.
Yes,
at trade
definitely.
school.
And I would say the same thing. I totally don't mind, but that said, I would suspect that what you've noticed even at work with the people you work with, that people don't talk very much, like at lunchtime or whatever. Like they don't talk a lot. You know what I mean? So so I get, again, it's personalities and so on, and we're speaking in generalities. I feel like women in general prefer talking more about a variety of things than men do.
Again, I think it depends a lot on personality, but
yeah.
But
generally speaking, and that's why I think I like to end conversations rather quickly, depending on who I'm talking to, so. But that brings us to another topic which is related, which is self-defense,
So whenever you don't want to talk to someone, you just knock them out.
Yeah, knock them out or shoot them or whatever you want to do, right? But because
double tap to the head.
Because there are people, and again, I don't want to raise any kind of issue around the prevalence of predators out there and this kind of thing, because I don't think there's any more predators out there today than there were when I was growing up, and I feel like
it's just now we have more ability to hear about,
to know about it, exactly, because of technology, right? Like there's we didn't have internet, and television was even in its infancy when I was young, but I do feel like there is an increased fear of predatory behavior out there now, and this is why we don't see as many kids in the parks anymore, and why we don't see kids unsupervised outside as much. Like back in my day, we were gone. Like we were on our bikes. We could be kilometers away from home at 6-7 years old. You know what I mean?
Well, being raised, it was polar opposite. Like for me and Kaylin, because here with you, you wanted us to go everywhere. Like we're allowed to go everywhere, explore, do what we want. Yeah. When we were at our mom's, we weren't allowed to leave the block. Yeah. In case.
Exactly. So and that's ridiculous, right? I mean, because things have not, there is no difference in the number of people that could potentially, assault you today than there was then. And you have to have some faith in the world as well, right? And also in yourself.
There was that one time, but I don't know if that would escalate into anything. Like maybe the person was just messing with us. Right. But you remember the time where I was with Jacob?
I don't remember.
We were really young. We were probably like 8 years old or something.
Oh, and you came running home or something. Yeah.
We were walking down the street down to one of our friends' houses. Maybe we walked him back home. I don't remember. Yeah. We were walking back up. We had, I don't know why, but we had a plank of wood. Two little kids carrying a plank of wood. And then this car with this probably 20-year-old 20-year-old girl in it. Right. Wearing a backwards cap, stopped next to us and started saying something in French. I didn't understand at all. I was like, oh, she probably is angry that we have this piece of wood. Right. So we threw the piece of wood away. We're like, oh, sorry. Keep going. She continues driving slow next to us, saying stuff. And then we walked off the road path up onto a hill. Right. She kept driving. She's yelling to us now. So we came back down. Yeah. And it turns out she was saying, "Est-ce que tu veux jouer au cache-cache?" Which means, do you want to play hide and seek?
Yeah, that's weird.
And we're like,
that's very weird.
We're like, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then she continued saying that. And then I was looking at my friend. I'm like, we gotta go, man. Yeah. He was like frozen, just looking at the girl, not sure what to say. Yeah. So then we started running. We ran up the hill. She stepped on the gas. We turned onto our street and she screeched the car around like full speed screech turn. Yeah. We got to the house, ran into the backyard, and we peeked around and we saw her quickly turn into someone's driveway and drive off. Yeah. So we called people. Yeah. I think we called we called mom to say what happened. Yeah. I don't know what was going on with that, but It could have been nothing. It could have been a.
But the bottom line is you did the right thing, and that was because you've been told what to do, right? Like in this kind of a circumstance, right? Not to trust people and so on, right? And that's what all kids are taught. You know what I mean?
I mean, it could have been a young person just messing around with kids, but it's odd to want to say that.
But that said, if we go the opposite way and never let our kids get any kind of independence, it makes
they're going to be kind of messed up in the future.
It makes it harder for them, right? Exactly, to acclimatize to a world that has all different people in it, and
so, like. You go from not being able to leave the block to suddenly having full independence.
Yeah.
You're not sure what you can or can't do.
Well, and also how to interact with different people that you come across and this kind of stuff, right? I mean,
that's why I think homeschooling is really bad.
Yeah.
Because it completely isolates you from social interaction with like new people.
Yeah. That's true.
You're in your house all day, every day.
Yeah, that is true. There is something to be said for institutional learning.
Because I've met some people who are homeschooled, and I feel really bad because they have no friends to speak of, and they have trouble making friends because they don't know how. Yeah,
it does make it hard. But that said, that going back to the whole video game thing, I think that's another issue as well, all in of itself, right? Everything in moderation. You know what I mean?
As well, like you can socialize in video games, but it can be very toxic.
Exactly.
And they're just yelling and swearing at each other.
That's it, right?
I've heard like insults that I've never heard anywhere in the world playing
video games. Oh, yeah, and it makes people even numb to that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But, getting back to self-defense, what do you think?
Well, self-defense in Canada in particular.
Yeah. Like, what do you, because in the States, everyone can have a gun, right?
In the States, you can you could have a gun. You could have stun guns, tasers, pepper spray.
Yeah.
In Canada, you can't have anything for self-defense. For the purpose of self-defense, you can't even have like a stick. You can't have an item for self-defense on you. If you have a knife, it has to be less than 4 inches. And
what do you do in a situation if you're assaulted?
It depends on this. If you're in public and you assault them, if you defend yourself with a weapon, you get in trouble.
Really?
If you're at home and you use something in your house, then it's fine because you didn't buy it for the purpose of hurting someone.
Okay.
You just used what was there.
Okay.
If you're in public and you
hence having a good baseball bat around is a good idea.
Yes. But I feel like like if someone is pursuing you in court, they could find a way to say that you're in the wrong for having that.
Oh yeah?
But in Canada it's really bad. Like if you're walking on the street and you pepper spray someone who's like attacking you,
right,
you're in trouble.
But
you can't legally own pepper spray.
But given the huge per capita difference in the rate of violence and gun deaths and assault deaths and all this thing, if you compare Canada versus the US per capita, right? So divide by population, so you normalize for population. It's still crazy high in the US versus Canada.
I don't know the numbers for this, but
it's way high.
Yeah, we don't.
I think we're better off with the laws that we have.
Yeah, we don't have weapons. Like we're not allowed to own weapons here.
But so given that we can't own weapons, what do you think would be the best thing to have? Like if you had a paranoid girlfriend or someone who's paranoid that right? What do you think would be something that would be good for them to have that would be non-lethal and maybe just to scare someone away, type thing?
One thing that you can legally have, the things you can't have are any type of weapon. You can't have like a extendable baton.
Okay. You
can't have a stun gun, taser, pepper spray, a knife for self-defense you can't have.
Okay.
Like most things you can't have for self-defense. Even if you use an umbrella, you'll get in trouble. But you can use a flashlight if you've ever played paintball, you'll go to the paintball place and there's some hardcore go everyday paintballers there that have crazy gear.
Right.
At one point, I was against a full I won't say pro, but he's there every single day. This is his life, paintball guy.
Wow.
He had a grenade launcher on his gun. Like he had a paintball gun that was full auto with a grenade launcher attachment under it, that when he shot it, you heard it. It'd go like boom, and you'd see like balls fly past.
Are you serious?
Yeah. It was scary.
Just getting back to that statistic, Liam, I was looking it up just to see.
Yeah.
So and this is just random. It may be wrong. It may be right. I Googled this. So it said in 2023 in the U.S., the U.S. recorded 3 times the rate of homicides versus Canada. So there's literally 3 times
per capita.
There's 3 times more homicides in the U.S. than
well,
Canada,
because it's so much easier if you have a gun.
Exactly.
Yeah, you just kill anyone.
That's it.
But for this pro paintball guy, he had a grenade launcher, full auto gun. He's wearing full camo and a vest, full gear, reloads all over his vest, pouches. He had everything. And from across the place, I see him aiming at me. I take aim to shoot, and then he turns on a strobe light, and I can't see anything.
Oh, that's awesome.
He gets close to me, he strobes, even like 5 feet away from me, I can't shoot.
So do you think that would be a good thing to have?
So yeah, very high lumen light that has a strobing function would be...
Or even just a high lumen light. Like, it doesn't even need to have a strobing function.
Because your eyes could kind of adjust. If it's strobing, your eyes are constantly trying to adjust to dark and light. You're never going to adjust enough.
Okay.
You cannot see anything, and it's completely disorienting.
Okay.
For strobe light.
So a high lumen light with a strobe light feature.
With a strobe light would be super ideal. They wouldn't see anything, but you would see them.
Okay.
And you're allowed to have you cannot own pepper spray in Canada, but you can own dog, like the dog version or coyote version.
What about the bear version?
You can have bear spray. I don't know if you could have it here.
I feel like with a bear spray you could kill somebody.
With a bear, no, you wouldn't kill anyone. People have tried it on each other, like tested it.
Okay, because I feel like it would really damage the lungs.
But the rule with that is you're only allowed to use it if you're in a place where it would be plausible to have on you.
Okay.
So bear spray is more for in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
Coyote and dog spray you can have on you in suburbs.
Okay.
Wherever.
Okay.
And if you use it, self-defense, whatever, you can't use it in the city.
So maybe the thing is...
But if you have it at home, it's fine.
Like anything, you'd have to have your wits around you to be able to even know to use these things.
Yeah.
But...
Well, if you're paranoid enough that you want to have...
a gun.
Something.
Yeah.
You'll keep it with you,
right?
You'll know where it is, and if someone knocks at the door, you'll get it.
So maybe a little kit, with
home defense kit
with a high lumen strobe flashlight and coyote spray would be enough.
So you blind them with the flashlight
and
strobe,
then spray them,
and then you go and get your baseball bat.
Okay, well, let's not use the baseball bat.
Yeah, and then you get the self-defense rope to tie them up.
No, to hang them.
Next level. Damn.
I don't know what happened, officer. I used all my self-defense gear, and now the guy's dead. I don't know.
Non-lethal.
It said non-lethal on the rope. I didn't realize that hanging. I don't know what happened. Now he's hanging there.
He tripped like that.
That's right. That's right. I don't know why this happened. So
I did not touch him.
I did not. So anyway, so I think
next level.
I think that's a good idea though, because then it at least appeases the issue of not feeling secure. But what about also just self-defense training? Like, what do you think about that? Like learning how to do...
Well, anyone could do that. Go to martial arts.
Yeah. Like learning... Don't they have self-defense training though? Like as opposed to martial arts? Isn't there like...
a lot of them are fake.
Are they?
Have you seen those videos of I'm not going to name it specifically, but there's one in particular where it's like it shows videos of how to defend yourself if someone comes at you with a gun, and it's a guy literally with a gun pointed at him, and he like grabs the gun.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
sure. It's gonna work.
Yeah, that's gonna work. Like in the split second that, you know, in the 1 second it takes you to do that, you're not gonna get shot in the face.
The worst was like he was in a car and someone had a gun behind him in the car, and he pulled on his seat go back button. He pulled on the seat go back, grabbed the guy's head and like brought it forward.
Yeah.
That's gonna work if they have a gun.
Yeah, that's gonna work well. No problem.
So I don't know about self-defense. Like I'd go more for a martial arts.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Go for like judo or something.
Yeah, because if you grab a gun that someone's pointing at you, I don't know.
I think
you have to really know what you're doing.
I mean, my feeling personally is that if you have an intruder that has a gun already, you're in big fucking trouble, you know?
Did you like the little self-defense video I was watching before we started?
Yeah,
it's like this little spring-loaded box that has 3 buttons on it. Oh. You press the buttons and little blades shoot out.
It's like nunchuck. It's like
ninja weapon.
It's like a ninja star weapon, except it shoots knives. It literally shoots knives out.
Shoots out like little kunai knives at 1,000,000 miles per hour.
But I do think that if you have an intruder with a gun, that strobe light would be a great option. Like
they wouldn't be able to shoot you.
Yeah. Well, they would. They could try, right? They could shoot in the general direction. I'm telling you,
when I was playing paintball, this guy was 5 feet from me and I could not shoot him.
Really, eh?
I couldn't hit him. I could not see anything.
Okay. So that
I couldn't even move because you don't know what's around you.
So that's probably your best defense, your best option.
Yeah, that and self-defense rope.
Right. And self-defense rope. Yeah. Long self-defense.
Maybe some self-defense duct tape.
Self-defense duct tape and a self-defense big wood hook to put on the ceiling that you could string the rope over.
You don't tie it around their neck. You tie them up and hang them by their hands by the wood hook.
Oh, okay.
The cops get there.
But if it accidentally goes around their neck, it's not your fault.
They tripped.
Yeah, they tripped. Okay.
And it's self-defense rope. It says it on it.
Yeah. Self-defense rope. Okay, fair enough. So that's. But those are good ideas, Liam. I mean, you know, like in the world we live in, that is especially in our neighbors to the south, where there's a lot of gun violence and a lot of gun related deaths. I much prefer the option of strobe lighting someone, and that, you know, the likelihood of them just running away at that stage is very high. You know, like I don't think. You'd have to be pretty fucking determined to go into someone's house at that stage.
Now I'm just trying to think of the most excessive self-defense thing you could do that's not lethal.
Yeah.
Strobe them, spray them with bear spray, pour ice water on them.
Maybe tar. Hot tar.
Pour tar, like in those videos. Pour tar and then throw feathers on them.
And then
just keep throwing stuff at them until they can't.
Or that you know that
spray foam
that dye that's in money, you know, that makes them all turn blue or purple or something, like
throw glitter all over them. It's never gonna get off.
That's right.
This is what you get.
This is what you get in Canada.
They're just on the ground in a pile of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. It just keeps getting worse. You have to roll them into the police car.
Yeah, the police get there. They're full of tar, feathers, glitter, all different stuff, and they're rolled up in a carpet.
Yeah.
They can't move at all.
That's it. Exactly.
I defended myself.
And he's still alive. Look at him. He's still alive. He's okay.
You had to put like a straw in his mouth because there's so much buildup of layers.
Exactly. That's so funny, Liam. So, you know, with self-defense and everything, and then you know, we were talking about hobbies, you know. Mm-hmm. So and you were talking about extreme hobbies before. And I'm curious, like what's an extreme hobby in your opinion?
I want to try skydiving. It sounds very fun. Everyone who's gone loves it that I've talked to.
Well, except the people whose parachutes didn't open.
Yeah, and they get impaled on a fence. Yeah. But there's some people who get impaled on fences that survive.
Oh my God.
No, but
I can't even imagine wanting to survive that.
But it's very safe. Like if the
being impaled on a fence.
yeah, it's very nice. It's pleasant.
Can you imagine
No.
the noise it would make? Squishy noise. Going
Parachuting, you're not going to go alone unless you've done like a certified course for it.
Yeah, you usually always go with an instructor, right?
And they have the main parachute, and if that gets tangled or it doesn't work properly, they have the backup parachute.
Okay. So it's
if
pretty
that,
safe.
If that doesn't work, then there's jet packs that they have. No.
Oh, and if that doesn't work, there's a spring that comes out and you just bounce off the ground.
And then you get safety defense ropes. And,
yeah.
Catch a tree or something on your way down. And
those ropes you typically put around your neck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then your neck is the strongest muscle in your body, so it catches you.
Yeah. So, I mean, you're right. I think that by and large, these courses are safe. What would concern me a lot, what I would be very concerned about in something like this, Liam, is not being able to see the packed parachute. I would want to observe the parachute being packed into the backpack that I'm wearing.
Imagine you get to the jump to like the skydiving place.
Yes.
There's only one guy there with like a thick Eastern European accent. He's like, "Get on plane."
Exactly.
It's like a rusty, disheveled plane that can barely go up.
Exactly.
You hear ticking as soon as it turns on.
Yeah.
Goes up and you jump out, pull the parachute. It's just this patchwork. Like
exactly. Well, not even that. I'd be afraid that it would be pots and pans and stuff coming out of the parachute.
Don't worry, you have a backup.
Don't worry, it was the wrong backpack. Other backpack coming.
Yes, that's my culinary pots and pans
right.
backpack.
Other backpack still on plane, but colleague is coming. Don't worry.
Everyone that always happens. They do it on
always
purpose.
Happens.
Their crazy colleague flies down.
Exactly. Just hold yourself in position to float. It's okay. He comes soon.
This is float position.
Exactly.
They give you a really baggy shirt, so it kind of slows you down a bit.
Exactly. So,
but overall, I've heard that parachuting is very safe. Not like only a few deaths per year.
Only a few deaths per year, Liam. I don't think. You know what though? I think you would have to be very careful. You'd probably need to contact your life insurance company, because I think parachuting is one of those activities.
Any extreme sport, I think.
No, I don't think. I don't like. It depends what you consider extreme. I think whitewater rafting is fine.
Okay.
But I think for sure, I'm almost positive parachuting is.
Yeah, it is.
Unless
it is
because there's different kinds of parachuting, right? There's base jumping, which I'm positive would not be covered by insurance.
What about those wingsuiting?
Yeah, same thing. Yeah, no. Okay.
I love that.
You'd like to fly, Liam?
I would want a wingsuit.
I would never want to do that.
I would want a wingsuit, but not thread through a tiny donut.
Well, actually, I shouldn't say I'd never want to do that. I think it'd be fun to try it, like in the open air.
I would,
and then you could just do your parachute.
Yeah,
right?
I'd 100%. Like they give me a target. They're like, you need to land all the way over there. It's fine if you parachute early and
exactly.
Whatever, it'll just take longer, but that's your goal. You wingsuit towards it. Open the parachute. First one didn't work. Second one didn't work. Gonna wingsuit all the way down.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna wingsuit all the way down. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah.
You wingsuit downwards and then do like a J, come back.
Oh yeah.
Like,
sure.
Slow yourself.
Yeah, surely. Sure. Yeah. That's what a wingsuit does. A wingsuit literally makes you be able to fly up.
Yeah, full control.
Yeah. It's not just falling down on a less steep angle. You know?
Maybe if you hit a lake, you'll like rock.
Skip across. Oh my god. Yeah. You're going fast.
You are going fast.
You're going like 200 kilometers an hour.
But there has to be a way to slow yourself. Like you kind of angle yourself forward and open. I don't know. There's techniques probably. People don't die on them, so there must be.
Well, people do die on them.
Yeah, but
if they hit the ground, you're dead.
But the vast majority of people who die on them are doing stupid stunts.
Yes, I agree. They're threading the needle and this kind of thing.
In like the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
But
I agree, though. Listen, I'm not going to say that I wouldn't, that it wouldn't be cool to try. I don't think at my age would ever want to try it at this stage. I think my days of doing parachuting and wing flying and all this kind of stuff are long past.
I would want to try both of those,
right.
wingsuit but again in a wide open area.
Right. Like even bungee jumping, I don't know. Like
I would want to do that too.
As another extreme sport, I think that also is might be an insurance issue.
It would probably. In Canada, we have the biggest Canadian bungee is pretty close. It's in.
Oh, I thought it was in Vancouver.
It's in Gatineau.
It's in Gatineau.
It's called the Great Canadian Bungee. It's like 200 feet.
Oh wow.
Something.
Okay.
It's very high up, but like here we have very strict safety protocols and stuff.
Yeah.
I know something happened in Brazil recently with that.
Yeah, they threw her off with no line attack. Can't freaking believe that. Like that's incompetence insane, to the max. You know?
How do you not hook? That's the one thing you have to do is hook them in.
Like I saw the video of them holding two guys holding her above the head, and they just threw her off the thing. Right? Like that's what happened. And then they realized.
So that was just full on like accidental manslaughter.
Yeah, they literally realized as they threw her off that. Oh no.
Maybe
like it's horrible.
Yeah.
Like that's just like utter negligence.
That's really bad. Like that's
how do you not have a checklist?
That's the one thing that you have to do. That's the only job.
But Liam, honestly, between you and me, again, kind of like the parachute thing, and it's the reason why I wouldn't go parachuting, because I'd want to literally observe them packing the chute in my backpack, right?
Yeah.
Bungee jumping, same thing. You're not going to let them pick you up over their heads until you've seen that bungee attached to your ankles.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like no way.
I'd go so far as to test the connection.
And the length of the line even.
Test the connection. I'd want to see where both ends are connected.
Absolutely, because that's another issue.
Yeah.
Like these are employees that are not paid a lot of money, Liam, right? So just even the measurement of the line. I've heard of horror stories where people get thrown off a bungee and the line wasn't adjusted.
I mean, if I see the guy in front of me in line jump off and he makes it, then I'll be fine. I'll be like, okay, hook the same one that's on him onto me.
Yeah.
Same one.
That's it.
Exactly same way.
That's it.
And I'm good.
And this whole thing about having the line just long enough so that your head goes into the water and this kind of thing. No way. No, I'm not going to do that. Like
someone piles rocks right in the middle.
I'm not going to be in a situation where if I'm slightly heavier or whatever, I'm going to hit that water with such a high force that I'm going to die. You know what I mean? Like forget it.
Yeah, especially on the head.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
The place that you don't want impact.
And there's nothing you can do, right? You're totally at the mercy of gravity at that stage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but
what was that video where the guy's in the chair or something? He's like, "Wait, let me tell you something."
Oh my god! Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
Because he's freaking out, right? Exactly.
And then they just push him off.
Yeah, he just wants to delay it. So
if I go bungee jumping, I'd want to do like a full on. Have you played Assassin's Creed, or have you ever seen?
I've heard of it. They
do like a full on leap of faith where they jump off completely head first down.
Really?
Yeah, that'd be cool to do.
I mean, yeah. I think I'd probably die, Liam.
I'd want to do all three of those things.
Yeah.
Whitewater rafting I've done, but it wasn't extreme enough. We did like a...
Yeah. I've done pretty extreme whitewater rafting, like in the spring on the Rouge River.
Fun?
It's really intense.
But fun?
I enjoyed it. I mean, the thing is, there's two places on your raft that if you don't want to suffer like the possibility of injury, you shouldn't be on the back or the very front of the raft. On the sides is better because if something happens to the raft, you won't have far to fall if you're on the sides.
If you're on the back and the raft flips up, everyone's falling on you.
Yeah,
you're stuck under them all until they get out.
So I was your age and felt like nothing could hurt me, and I was invincible. I was even younger than you. This is when I was in CEGEP, so I was a teenager when I went whitewater rafting on the Rouge River, and we went in the spring. So the in the spring the water levels are higher, and the grade of the rapids goes up. So I think we were at like a level 3 or 4, you know. And there's one of the rapids was called the washing machine. And literally, you go straight down this waterfall into these rapids, right?
Yeah.
And if it goes down wrong, which it did in our case, what happens is the raft folds back to front.
Oh.
So so I was on the front, the guide was on the back. I went backwards through the air, flew through the air to before the waterfall. So now I went down the waterfall on my own,
No.
and the guide went the other way in front of the raft. So now then the raft unfolds, and now it's just passengers that are sitting on it, not knowing what to do.
Were you all scratched up after?
No, I was fine. It ended up being okay, but it was, but it's pretty intense. Like things happen in those situations so fast.
Yeah.
You barely have time to think.
The one thing I wouldn't want is for the raft to flip onto me and I'm stuck under it.
Yeah.
That'd be scary for a while you're under it.
Yeah.
Or for people to fall on me and then they're struggling and pushing me down underwater.
Like what you have to do, it's like anything when you're in an extreme situation, you have to breathe and be calm.
Yeah.
And be aware. That's it, right? Mm-hmm. Because that's what's going to save you in these situations, because I was thrown to the top to the top of that waterfall. You have no control. Mm-hmm. The river's just going to take you, So you just, okay, I'm in my life jacket. I know what to do. I'm just going to let myself go down. I know I'm going to float eventually. I'm not going to panic. And then everything's okay. Because that's the thing. The worst thing that can happen in any of these kind of situations is you panic. Yeah. And then, because panicking, immediately your brain just goes into some other mode, right? Yeah. And then you can't think anymore,
For sure. And water especially is scary, man.
It's scary. And white water especially, right? Because it's,
it's rough and there's rocks under the water.
Yeah.
Even especially in the ocean, like riptides. Have you ever been caught in a riptide?
Well, we have in Hawaii.
I wasn't caught in any riptides.
Oh, no? No? Okay. Well, I wouldn't say riptide, but we've definitely been, like when we were in Hawaii, the undertow of the water going back into the ocean was really strong. I mean, we ended up way down like the beach. Remember how far down the beach we would end up?
Yeah.
It was hard to get out of the beach.
Because we kept moving forward as well. Because we kept wanting to get to the waves to crash down.
Yeah.
The scariest one there was like I went far enough forward that a big you go forward to catch these little waves that come at you.
Yeah.
But every 8 or so waves, a big giant one will come. Yeah. And we would usually avoid them. But this time I went so far forward, there was nothing I could do. You see this giant, 10, 15 foot wave coming.
Yeah.
You're looking straight up at it. It crashes down.
Yeah.
And you're stuck under the water. You cannot get out of the water from the force.
Yeah, yeah.
The wave comes in. The force coming back keeps you underwater, and then a second wave comes, and you're still underwater, comes back, and then finally you get up.
Yeah. But
but the whole time you're freaking out.
Yeah,
you're stuck under there from the force.
That's it. So, I would say that even that, wave surfing, which is what we were doing. We were using boogie boards to surf waves.
Yeah, we were not surfing. We were, boogie boarding.
I would say that even that could be considered an extreme sport, especially on some of the days we were doing it.
Well, the crazy surfer guys, have you?
No, but even for us, I mean, Liam, come on. Remember that wave I went on where I was 20 feet in the air?
Yeah.
I could have really hurt myself.
Could have been knocked out and then you're just dead.
Yeah, I could have really hurt myself, So you have to really be aware. Or you
get a cramp in the deep ocean with waves. Exactly. Have you seen that video of that surfer guy who surfed a tsunami wave?
No.
There's this giant, I don't know how tall wave. It's 100-foot wave.
Right.
And you see this little black dot surfing up.
That's crazy. The thing is, I mean, in that scenario, the likelihood of just dying from being thrown under the wave for a long period of time is so high.
Yeah, you have to be really confident in yourself to do that.
Yeah, and even
in your skill level,
and even then, anything can go wrong, right? You can hit a small bump on the wave, like the water, or whatever. Anything can happen. So you're risking a lot doing something like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, so I have done extreme sports, you know, but there are levels that I just wouldn't go to anymore.
Would you do parasailing? Because that's lot more tame, I think.
I would like to try it, but what scares me about parasailing is what I've seen people do, which is they end up
the flips.
More than that, I've seen guys fly up like 100 feet in the air with the like, you know, I would really want to make sure
you're in contact with them that have the rope at a...
Well, no, more than that. No, I'm talking about parasailing where you're the one holding the kite.
Yeah, you're in the air and there's a boat pulling you.
No. You're holding a kite that's pulling you. It's a big sail and you're on a board.
Oh, I mean the one where you're in a parachute and there's a boat pulling you.
That I don't think would be a problem.
Yeah,
because you know,
that seems fun.
Yeah,
there's just some weird current sometimes above the ocean that might.
Yeah,
do stuff,
but you're. From what I've seen, you're also not that high in the air. Like if something were to go totally wrong in that, I think you'd still survive.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
You're talking about like where they're holding
kite, like kite surfing.
Kite surfing.
Oh my god,
that'd be crazy. I wouldn't want to do that.
I mean, it looks like a lot of fun, but the thing is, like, you really have to know how to control the kite, because if you like, these kites are huge, and if you don't know how to control it, it could literally take you away.
How do you stop it? How are you like, okay, I'm done now?
I don't know. Because I've seen people go off the wave and then they go literally 50 feet in the air holding the kite, and then eventually they come slowly back down again. But I don't know how they control the kite to be able to go up and down like that, like vertically. You know what I mean?
Maybe it's just their weight. The kite is small enough. Maybe you have to have a custom
I don't know.
kite for your weight.
I mean, what I like about it is the 3D, like, you're not just on water, you're in the air as well.
How much control do you have is the question.
Yeah.
Can you actually steer yourself where you want to go?
They seem to be able to. Like when you watch them doing this, they actually seem to be able to pretty well.
I'd be kind of scared to be fully at the mercy of the wind.
Yeah.
What if a wind picks up and you're just flying
Well,
away? And
it's the same thing with kite, like surfing on like these ice surfers that do kite surfing, like
what?
Yeah. They have
like on skates or something.
Yeah, like it's crazy, Liam. You know, on skates they have.
What if the wind slams you
They
down?
even have toboggans that they go on, or like, you know.
Yeah, that'd be freaky.
Yeah,
because I've seen videos of these people getting slammed down into the water.
Yeah, exactly. So you know, so there are. I mean, there's a bunch of these extreme sports, you know, and extreme things that you can do, but you know, you have to do your research, I guess, would be the
for sure.
You know, that's what I would recommend.
Yeah.
And Liam, guess what?
We've reached the end.
I can't believe it. This episode for me went by even faster than other ones.
Yeah.
You know?
That was good.
It was really a good episode. So
we should do phobias at some point.
That's a good idea. Yeah. That'll be the next one we'll do.
100%.
All right. Well, so I'm Sean.
I'm Liam.
And we are
the Cannabis Podcast.
The Cannabis Podcast. Have a good week, everybody.
A good one.